Hi family, welcome back to my channel. I am Shan Higgins here with another prophetic word. So this word started off as a dream, and in this dream I went to this spa, and it was a guy in there, and he was just like doing it all. You know, he had the best personality. His spirit was so just bright, and you know, he was helping people. He was making sure people was comfortable. You know, he was cleaning up whatever you needed. He was getting it for you. He was talking to the people. I mean, he was just doing it all. And so as I'm getting ready to leave, he's standing by the door. And so as I am approaching him, I grabbed his hand and I shook his hand, and I told him, I said, "You are running a beautiful business." And so he looked at me and he kind of chuckled, and he was like, "This is not my business. I'm just an employee." And so when he said that, immediately God spoke to me. He said, "No, tell him that he's not an employee. He's a business owner." And so when I told him that, he just looked so like amazed at what I just said. And so this is what God is saying. He is calling so many of his people. Okay, whoever this word is for, God said he's calling you, and what you're doing now is not who you are, and that's not what he's calling you to do. He's calling you higher. Okay, you have a higher position in the kingdom. You're gonna do wonderful things for the kingdom. Okay, so God is saying that he is calling you, and he wants you to answer your calling, because your calling is connected to so many people. When you delay, you are delaying people. Okay, you're delaying whoever your calling is connected to. All right, and so he reminded me of the story of Gideon. And so you can find the story of Gideon in Judges 6-8. Okay, chapter 6-8. And so Gideon was the youngest of a poor family from the tribe of Manasseh, and he was threshing his wheat in the wine press to keep it from the Midianites. And we see that Gideon goes on, after he answered his calling, he goes on to deliver Israel from the Midianites. And so God said, "Why are you threshing your wheat in the wine press? Why are you hiding who you really are? Why are you hiding your talent? Why are you hiding your wisdom? Why are you hiding how smart you are, how talented you are? Why are you hiding these things?" He sees them. A lot of time we hide ourselves, who we are, because of some of the things that we went through and some of the people that we hang around. When you hang around foolish people and you have wisdom, you tend to do foolish things to fit in. A lot of times we want to fit in, but God said, "I'm not calling you to fit in. I'm calling you to stand out." It is time to rise up and stand out and answer your calling. A lot of us are, you know, we scared to answer our calling. We're scared to step into the fullness of who we are because of some things that have been spoken over us when we was kids. A lot of us have been told that we would never be nothing. We would never amount to things. And so in our adult years, we still believe that. We still believe that God can't use us. We still believe that we are a mess up. We still believe that we have nothing to live for. But God said that is a lie from the devil. Rebuke that. Okay, rebuke that. And God is saying, "I am calling you. Answer your calling. You are only who God calls you, not what mama, daddy, grandmama, granddaddy, not what they spoke to you, not what they called you. You are who God called you. So put on the new self, what Christ says about you, what Christ thinks of you, and take off all of those layers of what the enemy have said about you. You are not who you are operating as. You are much more than what you're doing. Much more than what you're doing." Gideon was fearful. He had weaknesses and he had insecurities. But God says to give your weaknesses and insecurities to him, and watch how he changed that thing, and watch how he give you strength. Watch how he make you strong enough to do the things that he is calling you to do. All you have to do is just trust in him. Believe in him. Have faith in him to know that whatever God is calling me to do, I can do it no matter what it feels like, no matter how scared I am. Fear is a tactic from the devil to keep us stuck. God say, put on the fruits of the Spirit. He did not give you the spirit of fear. So stop operating in fear. So God says he wants you to trust him and answer your calling, because your calling is great. Who you are in the kingdom of heaven is great. And he is waiting on you. He is waiting on you to step out of that fear and to say, you know what, Lord, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to have faith in you, because what he's calling you to do, you can do it. Gideon was a warrior. You are a warrior. But you have to understand that. You have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. God made sure that Gideon got the victory and he was safe. And he is saying that he is going to do the same for you. He's going to get the victory. You will have the victory. And he will keep you safe when the enemy tries to come up against you and try to make you think that what you're doing is not what you're supposed to be doing. When he's trying to fight against you, when he's sending people after you to try to destroy you or to take you off track, God said he will protect you. He's going to provide for you. He is going to make a way. But it is time for you to stop threshing your wheat in the wine press, and it's time for you to rise up. Take your stand in the kingdom and become who God is calling you to become. So many people are waiting on you. You never know who God is calling you to help. You never know what God is calling you to do and how it's going to change the world. You never know. So stop threshing your wheat and stand up and say, God, I surrender. Surrender to the Lord and believe and trust in him and know that he's going to do everything that needs to be done in your life. So that is the end of this word. Listen, take this word back to God and get confirmation. But I know that this is for so many people, and it's going to resonate with your spirit. But still, make sure that you take it back to the Lord to get confirmation on this word. I love you guys so much, but remember that your Father loves you more. Nobody loves you more than your Father, okay? And never, ever, ever think that God don't love you and he cannot use you. Y'all remember to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I will see you on the next one. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.